This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Wish you could become a morning person? You know, the type up before the sun, early morning runs, first one to the office with donuts and a smile. How do they do it? Easy. With the new Galaxy Watch 8, sleep tracking and personalized insights from Samsung Health help you improve so you can wake up to a whole new you. One who, dare I say it, skips the snooze? It's possible. Train your sleep with Galaxy Watch 8. Learn more at Samsung.com. Requires compatible Samsung Galaxy phone, Samsung Health app, and Samsung account.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
Purina believes no one should have to make the impossible choice between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Big news. Sephora is now on Uber Eats. So if you find yourself facing a beauty emergency, like needing a last-minute gift, or you're just out of your favorite mascara, again, don't panic. We got you. Order now and get $10 off on Sephora orders of $50 or more on the Uber Eats app. Order now. Offer ends October 30th. One order per customer. Additional terms apply. See app for availability. Delivery fees may apply.
I'm back.
Is this the real Tom? I don't want a MacBook, Tom.
Yeah, look, we always have to stay guarded, keep our third eye open for any interceptions. And I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in myself. Maybe it's the allergies, maybe it's the seasonal changes. Kept my eye off the ball. My account got hacked, my Twitter.
No coincidences, no mistakes that Basketball Illuminati is back and Tom is now a target for hacking.
100%. They are trying to destabilize from the inside. They do that by manipulating, making you look less than, right? Weakening you, and also making the public doubt your words. Making the public say, I can't trust anything that Tom Habistro says.
But I do like that laptop.
I would like one for $400.
That looks like a good deal.
It was kind of sad getting back into my accounts and opening up my DMs to see how many people felt for it.
People that you know? Or just followers?
No one that I know personally got it.
Okay.
It was a harrowing 24 hours. It's a warning to everybody out there. Don't take your security for granted. I certainly don't now. I don't take it for granted. And I want to thank all the folks out there that alerted me to it, reached out to me to say, hey, Tom, I love the MacBooks, but I think you've been hacked. I'm back. And that wasn't the only big thing that happened over the weekend that has me a little on edge, feeling a little uneasy, to be honest.
Well, in this age of hypervigilance, what else has you uneasy?
You went to the Naismith Hall of Fame, right?
I did, yeah. That wasn't this weekend, it was the weekend before, but yes, I did. Visit the hallowed halls.
Feels like you've been compromised a little bit, Like my Twitter account, seems like Michael Jordan, the hand of God has touched your shoulder.
Look, this is what I'm going to say. I can't unveil everything because what I've learned is that there's tiers to this Illuminati, and we are not the top of the pyramid, folks. It goes deeper.
What?
It goes higher and deeper. While at the Hall of Fame celebrations over the weekend, I was approached by, what do they call them in Scientology, the highest level guys?
Operating Thetan Level 8, known as Truth Revealed.
Oh, the truth was absolutely revealed.
What?
At Theme Level 8, yes.
I was thinking there are only 6 levels or maybe 7, and you're talking about an 8th level?
An 8th level. So I was there. I met Michael Jordan. I was going to express to him that we've done a lot of work on
The truth.
your statistics and some discrepancies there.
No, the truth, I mean, it's the truth that we've uncovered.
The truth revealed.
Yeah.
I was going to confront him about it.
Oh,
Next thing you know, I'm whisked away. This is not in Springfield. This is in Uncasville.
Mohegan.
Yes, at Mohegan. You know how like in the casinos they have all these false doors and shit like that because all type of security. Take it behind one of these false doors. It looks like a ornate wood wall, but no, it's a door.
Yeah. I've seen Ocean's 11.
There is an underground light rail system, high speed, takes me to Springfield. While I'm there, Michael leaves the car, goes into his own private car. In here, just goons, dressed in black. I'm scared. I'm like, oh man, I spoke ill. I was too disrespectful in my approach. We get to Springfield. The goons grab me. I'm like, oh shit, here it goes. I'm about to be a human sacrifice here, right under the Naismith Hall of Fame. No, instead, it's all the elders. And they all had hoods on. They took them off. And there was Magic, and there was Kareem, and Pat Riley was there. They all looked at me, and they said, congratulations, you've been elevated. And I said, elevated to what? Level 7 for me. Not quite level 8.
Oh.
Level 7. But they did reveal some truths to me. Would you like to hear some of them?
I'd love to.
Truth number 1, Bill Russell hates Boston.
That one hurts.
Even though he said all the nice things late in life, that was just to keep the peace. Truth number 2, the envelope was actually hot.
Oh, interesting.
They didn't freeze it. They heated it up.
Wow. The microwave theory. Okay.
Patrick Ewing's envelope was hot. And number 3, of the ones that I can reveal today, because there are other ones that will just shake everyone to the core.
Yeah. I think you're threatening your status as level 7 right now.
No, they told me you can take these with you.
Okay.
Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. And every single accomplishment he had was earned, not given. And any insinuations to the opposite, I can't abide by anymore, given my new status. So if we're all expected to level up, I think we need to maybe disavow some of the stuff that we've said in the past out of ignorance because we didn't know. We were just searching for the truth.
Maze, I don't like this at all. It seems like he's been compromised.
Certainly does. And now he's spilling these truths so freely. Are we sure that he's not a double agent?
Interesting.
Do you guys accept that we are not the top of this third eye open collective?
But I'm not willing to sacrifice my integrity for moving up a level on the grounds that we're just going to blindly, and I use that word in particular, specifically on purpose, to blindly worship at the altar of 23.
Tom, who here asked you to sacrifice your integrity? What did I say that is integrity sacrificing? What I said is he's the greatest player of all time, and every award and accolade has been earned, not given.
Will you sit here and say all of his steals and blocks in his DPOY season are accurate, legit?
I'm not here to say that.
Would you sit here and say he didn't lose the election, Amin?
I will say he didn't lose the election.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
The election of the Defensive Player of the Year award is what we're talking about, right? This is basketball Illuminati. The other guys are down the hall.
My assignment: uncover why the association inspires more conspiracy theories in volume and salience than any other U.S. sport.
You've heard of the Illuminati.
The truth is out there, but so are lies.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
The NBA has always been controlled by about 8 people.
Denial is the most predictable of all human responses.
If you're only using 10% of your brain, you don't even know that you're using 10% of your brain.
The NBA Illuminati.
If coincidences are just coincidences, why do they feel so contrived?
The Illuminati.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where the f*** it's going to take you.
It is unspoken. They have influence among other players.
The NBA Illuminati.
I don't have time for your convenient ignorance.
Maybe I'm a conspiracist now as well.
That's all it took. Oh, we got books, we got schools. You saw a video on YouTube.
Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before.
We are the basketball Illuminati.
This is Basketball Illuminati. I am Tom Haberstroh, and as always, I am joined by the 5-star Illuminarmy generals, Amin El-Hassan, and super producer Anthony Mays. I am back from the hacked purgatory world of Twitter/X. I am free. Amin is free from the shackles of Naismith layer underground.
No shackles. I've been set free.
The truths have been expressed and bestowed upon Amin. And Mays, we have a show to do. But before we get to our segment with an executive producer, I want to make a request. The Illumination out there, the citizens of the Illumination, we have had some strikes against our integrity on the show. I've been hacked. Amin was swept away. We need to make sure that we have our full support behind us, the Illumination, the soldiers out there. I want you to go into the Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, and I want you to put these words in there in a 5-star rating. Keep your third eye open.
Yes.
Announce your support.
And share it across social media. Because our nation has been scattered, Tom, across all reaches of the realm. You ever heard the story about the Japanese soldier found on an island in the South Pacific in like 1965 who's not realized that World War II is over?
Yeah.
A little bit of that is happening, where you got people who are like, wait, Basketball Illuminati is back? This is our 3rd episode already. There's still people asking the question, when did it come back? I'm subscribed to such and such feed. I didn't see anything. It's not there. It's here. You've got to be here. Basketball Illuminati is the feed. Count the Dings is the platform. And you got to make sure you're locked in here and tell all your people to be locked in here because we're back. This is it. The machine is humming. The fight begins again.
We have no strings on us other than the string to the Count the Dings Patreon. Support us on Patreon. Help Tom get his laptop back. Patreon.com/countthedings. We need your help.
I'm taping this on a Gateway 2000 right now.
Wow. That's why your connection's so bad. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, it's Gateway. It came in that cow box, that black and white cow box.
I miss those cow box. What a time.
Yeah.
Although I was a Dell man myself back in the day. Dude.
I
had a Dell.
Get a Dell.
A Dellman.
Well, I got an idea. Tell all of your group chats, your socials, we're back up.
You guys know who else is a Dell man?
Steph Curry's dad?
Rich Paul.
Zing. Dude, you're dating Adele.
That's good. Man's got kids. You can tell. Dad joke.
What's May's excuse?
Yeah, I don't have one.
We don't know that he doesn't have any kids.
Whoa. Not all truths need to be revealed, Tom. Let's keep it pushing.
Level 3. Back to level 3. Okay. We're going to be talking about the alliances, the secret alliances in the NBA, the agencies.
Speaking of Adele's man.
Clutch, CAA, Priority Sports, Excel. We are going to reveal the volume and financials. Which agencies are basically running the teams? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, none of these agencies run teams, but influence, leverage.
How did you find this out, Tom?
I had to do some research and created a ranking on the Finder at tomthefinder.com. Revealed for the first time. You can't find this anywhere else, but today we're actually going to break it down for our audience here. I did my own research.
What does that look like? You doing your own research? Are you doing studies yourself? Are you in the lab on a nightly basis? What are you doing?
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Do your own research.
Doing your own research.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not here to tell everyone that this is it. For me, it's just giving everyone a chance to do their own research and find their own knowledge.
Amin Mays, the NBA is back this week. There's going to be some new faces, some new teams. Some people might be like, wait, how did Dante DiVincenzo get to the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Wake up.
Where's Ish Smith when you need him? You know?
Pick up a newspaper.
I want to help the Illumination out there that are just coming out of their caves, disoriented to oriented. Karl Anthony Towns is no longer on the Minnesota Timberwolves. He is on the New York Knicks. And you might be sitting there being like, wait, huh? How did that happen? And it dates back to Temple.
Shabbat Shalom?
No, different Temple.
Not that Temple.
The school in Philadelphia.
Greater Philadelphia area, yeah.
There's a star player, a one Rick Brunson, who had aspirations to be in the NBA. And he ended up needing an agent or an attorney to help him out. And does anyone want to guess who that agent was or that attorney?
Let me guess. Is it Larry Tulip?
Not Larry Tulip.
How about Lionel Chrysanthemum?
Pretty close. Gonna need a 4-letter word.
Is this a guy you might say rose to prominence? Would that be a accurate description of him?
Yeah, and his name was neon hot at certain points in his career.
You could lean him when you're not strong, and he'll be your friend, Rick Brunson. Is it Leon Rose?
It is Leon Rose. Good job, Amin. You were picking up those breadcrumbs.
I knew it.
And I gotta say, this connection might go deeper than any connection in front offices across the NBA. The connection between Leon Rose and CAA, the largest agency that represents NBA players by volume of salary.
Tom, I want to play this game with you because we did this on the Big Bomb Theory episode where you say, oh, this goes all the way back to Temple University, but it goes even further back to Southern New Jersey in the 80s.
We have to go back.
Crack is at an all-time high. The streets aren't safe. But basketball is alive and well in Southern New Jersey, which the way Northern New Jersey affiliates with the New York City area, Southern New Jersey affiliates with the Philadelphia area. So Leon Rose, not from Philadelphia. He's from Southern New Jersey. Same thing as this gentleman named Milton Wagner. Milton Wagner was a standout basketball player in Southern New Jersey. And Milton Wagner played against William Wesley, also known as World Wide Wes, who also played against Leon Rose. Milt Wagner went on to have a standout collegiate career, played in the NBA, fathered a child, DeJuan Wagner, who became an NBA player, who fathered a child, DeJuan Wagner Jr., who will soon be an NBA player. That's for another episode for another day, a day that's coming soon, ladies and gentlemen.
DJ Wagner, who's his coach again?
Is it Calipari?
Oh, right. And Calipari is now at Arkansas, brought DJ Wagner with him from Kentucky, where he had committed originally. Shoot, where did Milt Wagner go to school? Was it Louisville?
Louisville.
The Camden Connection. That's right. The great Louisville Cardinals championship team was 3-star players, Milt Wagner being the famous one who went on to have a great NBA career, part of the Camden, New Jersey connection. Wow, it's all coming back to me now.
All of these guys are coming from the same part of the basketball world.
There's a cradle of NBA talent.
I call it high-level basketball Illuminati talent because Milt Wagner was a good NBA player. DeJuan Wagner's career was cut short. Leon Rose never played. William Wesley never played in the NBA. But these people are some of the most powerful and influential people in all of basketball. And they all came from the same place, and they all knew each other. So fast forward a decade later, Rick Brunson, Philly guy, wants to get drafted, needs representation, hires Leon Rose.
Amazing.
Thus opening the flood doors of a business that would funnel athletes through William Wesley, who had no official capacity. A connector is what they used to call him. You know, William Wesley got to the place where he was influential. Shout out to my guy, Henry Abbott, who did so much reporting on William Wesley years and years ago. He was a sneaker store person. There's a place called Pro Shoes Inc., and he had all the ins on exclusive sneakers, hard to find sneakers. And that's how he made friends originally. Guys knew you go to Wes will hook you up. He'll get you these shoes that could not be found anywhere else. And so Wes develops this incredible network of people who he knows, who he never asks for anything. I think that's a very important thing. For years and years, William Wesley was not directly compensated for any of the connections that he had or made. He's just operating out of the goodness of his heart, but really also to further these connections. It's incredibly powerful in grassroots basketball in particular, but all sports. When you have people who want to give you and never ask for anything in return, because most people have their hand out. And so players begin to trust, like, this guy's never asked me for anything. He's not looking to put his hand in my pocket in any way.
Players don't know him as Worldwide Wes. They know him as Uncle Wes.
Uncle Wes.
A lot of people, including LeBron James, has referred to Uncle Wes as family because he's never asked for anything.
Listener, listen up. This is important, okay? I'm going to try to save you some money here. If you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. You may think like, oh, that's bad. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. Here's why I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for $15 a month. You heard that correctly. $15 per month. Ditch overpriced wireless and the jaw-dropping monthly bills. And of course, there are all these hidden fees and stuff, but at Mint Mobile, plans start at $15 per month. All the plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text. You're not doing like weekend and nighttime minutes or anything like that. And it's delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone. Don't have to get a new phone. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. I switched months ago. People have asked, did you actually switch? Yes, I actually switched months ago, and I don't know what to do with all this extra money. I've cheated the system here. I've rigged something. This is an Ocean's 11 situation where I'm stealing wireless from Mint. That's how good a deal it is. Ready to say yes to saying no? Make the switch at mintmobile.com/dings. That's DINGS. That's mintmobile.com/dings. Upfront payment of $45 required, equivalent to $15 per month. Limited time new customer offer for first 3 months only. Speeds may slow above 35 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Hello, listener. It's Producer Maze here to talk to you about Quince and their cookware. Cooler nights mean cozy meals at home, and Quince's cookware has made fall cooking so much more enjoyable. Their pieces deliver the quality and performance of luxury brands, but at a price that makes sense. And they look gorgeous on the stovetop, too. No matter what item you need to complete your kitchen, Quince has you covered. With 5-ply stainless steel pots and pans, nonstick skillets, chef-quality knives, and even ceramic bakeware, which is perfect for cozy casseroles or Sunday roasts. And when you look at these prices, you might think, how is Quince doing this? How do they deliver high-quality items similar to high-end brands that are half the price? Well, let me tell you, they partner directly with ethical top-tier factories to cut out the middlemen and pass the savings on to you. And it's not just cookware. I got myself some bath sheets. That's right. When you're a tall man, you have to use bath sheets, not bath towels from Quince. It's like drying off with a cloud. It's incredible. Upgrade your kitchen for cozy fall meals with premium cookware from Quince. Go to quince.com/dings for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dings, DINGS, to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dings. Hello, listener. It's Producer Maze here to talk to you about Kindred. Now, close your eyes like Owen Wilson during a job interview and imagine a way to travel that feels personal, comfortable, and connected without the price tags and the sterile feelings of hotels or short-term rentals. Now open your eyes and stop using your imagination because Kindred has made it very real. That's exactly what they do. Kindred is a members-only home swapping network. It's not a hotel. It's not a short-term rental. It's a smarter way to travel where each stay feels like home. Here's how it works. With Kindred, your home is your ticket. You earn credits by hosting fellow Kindred members, and then you use those credits to stay in over 220,000 homes in more than 100 cities worldwide. There are no hotel costs or rental fees, just the credits that you've earned. Every stay comes with white glove service, 24/7 trip support, and $100,000 in host protection. Make it easier for you to travel and enjoy yourself and not worry about details. I've used Kindred and I found an amazing home for a weekend getaway in an idyllic location with amazing views and great ambiance. It had everything I needed. And the best part was, it cost me $0. So apply now at livekindred.com and use code DINGS to join for free. Plus, you'll earn 5 nights of travel credit just for signing up. That's right, that's 5 whole nights for free at livekindred, KINDRED.com, code DINGS, DINGS, livekindred.com, code DINGS.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For a limited time at McDonald's, get a Big Mac Extra Value Meal for $8. That means 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, and medium fries, and a drink. We may need to change that jingle.
Prices and participation may vary.
So now Wes has a relationship with Leon. You see Leon Rose's catalog of clients, which soon would grow to see him represent LeBron James, Allen Iverson, Karl Anthony Towns.
Wait, how did he get Karl Anthony Towns? That's so interesting.
So we're going back. I jumped ahead by saying Karl Anthony Towns. Let's hit rewind and go back in time.
Let's go back to the Camden Connection again, okay?
Yes.
2002. Remember, the Camden Connection was this hallowed group of players from New Jersey that won a championship in Louisville. And Milt Wagner, the face of that, he has a son named DeJuan Wagner, who scored 100 points in high school. And Denny Crum, the coach of Louisville, said, why don't you come over and play for your dad's alma mater, play for us at Louisville?
Why not?
He says, no, I'm going to go sign with Memphis for a one John Calipari.
Whoop, there it is.
Now, why would he choose John Calipari? Well, it turns out Denny Crum was not interested in hiring Milt Wagner to his coaching staff.
Who did?
John Calipari.
Oh, okay.
So he became the director of basketball operations for the Memphis Tigers, helmed by John Calipari. And DeJuan Wagner's godfather was a one, William Wesley. And in the papers, he called Denny Crum a crackpot. And then there was this huge feud between Denny Crum and John Calipari. And DeJuan Wagner goes and becomes a lottery pick in the NBA. But John Calipari and World Wide Wes and the Leon Rose triumvirate had a lot of overlap. And you might remember John Calipari, he's Italian.
He's Italian-American, yes. He's of Italian descent.
Did he coach the Italian national basketball team?
No, he didn't. He coached the Dominican team, Tom, but that's not out of the ordinary. That happens all the time. Rick Pitino coached the Puerto Rican national team.
Sure.
Chris DeMarco from Golden State coaches the Bahamian national team. This isn't a new thing.
No.
Our good friend Modak Keel was an assistant coach under Brett Brown for the Australian national team. So what? He coached the Dominican team. What's the big deal?
There's a 16-year-old on this team. That's weird. 16-year-old Karl Towns Jr.? Wait a minute.
You know what? That's got to be someone else because Karl Anthony Towns is an NBA player. Karl Towns Jr., who's that?
It's Karl Anthony Towns.
He changed his name. So Karl Anthony Towns is 16 years old, and he's playing on the senior national team for the Dominican Republic?
I couldn't believe it, but there it is. It's right there on the roster. It surely has nothing to do with Karl Anthony Towns being one of the top prospects in the country for his class.
That's got to be a coincidence.
There are no mistakes, no coincidences.
Coach Cal coached the Dominican Republic national basketball team.
A couple of years later, he makes his announcement on where he's going to go to school.
It's Rutgers, right?
Nope, he goes to Kentucky.
And who's his agent once he becomes an NBA player, when he declares for the NBA after a year?
Leon Rose. Now, Tom, Karl Anthony Towns had a teammate on the University of Kentucky as well.
Dakari Johnson.
Yes, that was a teammate, but that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a teammate that went lottery, the very same NBA draft, despite not starting for the University of Kentucky. His name, Devin Booker. Both represented by the same man, Leon Rose. Now, Tom, at some point during the Kentucky tenure of one John Calipari, he decides, I really need me a good agent to represent my interests and further my influences. He can't hire Leon Rose. That's a conflict of interest. You know who he hires?
Someone in Kentucky, someone in the Lexington area.
Well, this guy is in Kentucky and New Jersey and Florida and France and Japan and China and Senegal. You might say this guy is worldwide.
Global Greg?
Global Greg Cody. No, it's Worldwide Wes. It's William Wesley who he hires, making Wesley make the jump finally from behind the scenes influencer to now tangible, tethered power broker. So William Wesley works for CAA, representing coaches now, including John Calipari, the best recruiter in all the land. Leon Rose works for CAA. He represents all the best players, particularly the ones who are coming out in the draft from Kentucky. So the Camden Connection, Milt Wagner, William Wesley, Leon Rose, and then we get to March of 2020. The Knicks are awful. No shocker there. 18 wins. And you've got an owner in Jim Dolan who's about to do something that he's done many a time before. Fire somebody, bring in someone else. The light bulb goes off. This guy reps all the best players, the same best players who refuse to come to New York every time we have an opportunity. The last straw was Jim Dolan going on ESPN New York radio and saying that all the players want to play here. Wait until free agency 2019, you're going to see. And there were rumors abound that Kevin Durant was going to come to New York, that Kyrie Irving was going to come home to New York. And they did come to New York City, but not the New York Knicks. There was a lot of ridicule, particularly of that interview that Jim Dolan did on the radio. So he makes a change again, and he introduces us to Leon Rose as president of the Knicks. And what is one of his earliest decisions, Tom?
Wait, no, it's Larry Tulip.
Larry Tulip decided to hire Global Greg and praises him in what we now know was a rare media appearance by Leon Rose. At the time, we're like, yeah, he just got the job, so what?
Yeah.
4 years later, I think he's talked to the media twice.
And one of them, Mike Breen, did the interview on MSG.
Leon Rose says of William Wesley as he hires him,
Wes is one of the most well-respected and connected people in the basketball community. I just think he's going to bring so much to this organization. This business is built on relationships. It's built on how you treat people. It's built on working hard. It's built on all these characteristics that Wes possesses.
It's a very prescient and accurate quote.
Yeah.
Yes, Wes is one of the most well-respected and connected people in the business. And yes, this business is all built on relationships, since you're limited in how much money you can offer any person at any given time. And since oftentimes the money is pretty much the same from multiple offers and multiple sources, you got to be able to attract people, and that is relationship building. And that's what William Wesley does, and what Leon Rose, by extension, has done as well. So they start their little experiment, and they load up their roster, Tom. They load it up with CAA guys. They're marginally better. They make the playoffs. They hired Tom Thibodeau, who is rep by CAA. It's all right. Until the spring of 2022. What changed in the spring of 2022, Tom?
The Camden Connection rears its head. And Leon Rose, Worldwide Wes, Tom Thibodeau, they decide to hire Rick Brunson to the coaching staff.
Oh, that's right. He's Leon Rose's first client. Played in the league 8-9 years. Played for Tom Thibodeau. Has been on Tom Thibodeau's staff in both Chicago and Minnesota. Tom, why are you waving a flag like hiring Rick Brunson's a big deal? So he got another job with his buddy Tom Thibodeau.
Oh, there's a certain free agent, highly sought after free agent who plays for the Dallas Mavericks, who has the same last name.
Wait, are you telling me that Jalen Brunson is the son of Rick Brunson? But Rick Brunson was hired before Jalen Brunson was acquired?
Yeah.
Why does this place sound familiar? Omaha Red Dog 22. This is Milt Wagner getting hired before DeJuan Wagner comes to Memphis. And here we are a decade later, give or take. Rick Brunson is hired before Jalen Brunson is acquired.
And there's a whole tampering charge by the NBA because...
I thought they were tampering for Donovan Mitchell that whole time. Turns out they went to that game not looking for Donovan Mitchell. They went looking for Jalen Brunson.
It's so interesting. We think that the big free agent is going to be a LeBron, a Steph, a KD. But what if the big free agent all along was just this little toddler bouncing around the locker rooms in the NBA 20 years ago? Jalen, the destined star to be, that would open all the doors for the New York Knicks to reclaim their throne atop the NBA. It all starts with Jalen Brunson.
It all starts with Milt Wagner. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick recap. Milt Wagner, Leon Rose, and William Wesley all know each other in southern New Jersey in the 80s. Milt Wagner goes on to play in the NBA. William Wesley goes on to become an influencer guy because he has a hookup on sneakers and stuff. Leon Rose goes on to become a lawyer and an agent. Rick Brunson, who's from Philadelphia, which is right across the river from southern New Jersey, enters the draft, hires Leon Rose, who is of the area. Leon Rose goes on to represent many players because William Wesley, the influential power broker guy, is funneling people towards him, right? With no kickbacks or anything in return. As a result, we get to a place where Milt Wagner's son, DeJuan Wagner, wants to go to college. He's got to pick a college. He wants to go to Louisville where his dad went. Coach won't hire his dad. The coach who does is John Calipari. DeJuan Wagner goes to Memphis. Memphis becomes a powerhouse. Calipari leaves Memphis, goes to Kentucky, becomes an even bigger power. While he's there, he happens to become the coach of the Dominican national team. Why? So that he could coach a 16-year-old boy from New Jersey who's one of the best players in the country who has yet to commit, named Karl Anthony Towns, goes to Kentucky, who befriends another player named Devin Booker. They go lottery. Both of them are rep by Leon Rose by virtue of the Knicks swinging and missing wildly in the 2019 free agency, ends up hiring Leon Rose to be the president of basketball ops. Leon Rose's first move is to hire William Wesley, who in the meantime has become the agent for many coaches, including Tom Thibodeau and John Calipari. So Leon Rose and William Wesley hire Tom Thibodeau to be their head coach. The team does marginally well up until the spring of 2022, where they hire Rick Brunson, who was Leon Rose's first client, player for Tom Thibodeau, and an assistant coach on two other staffs before. They watched Jalen Brunson play a playoff game against Donovan Mitchell. Everyone thinks they're trying to tamper for Donovan Mitchell. Turns out they're tampering for Jalen Brunson, who ends up a New York Knick, changing the fortunes of the organization and putting them in the position for the eve of the 2024-25 season, Tom, where they looked at their roster and they said, we got all these Villanova boys. We're set, right?
Nova Knicks is dead before it even was born. Because you know what's bigger than Villanova? The Camden Connection.
And how does the Camden Connection come through this time?
Leon Rose wants to get a guy named OG Anunoby last year. CAA client, trade for him, give you RJ Barrett, Emmanuel quickly, bring him in. Oh, and we'll give him this amazing extension, huge extension. Oh, and Jalen Brunson, we're going to give you this deal. You're going to leave a little bit of money on the table, but don't worry, we've got a plan for you. You can take this below market deal. And then they have Josh Hart, who's also CAA. And they decide, all right, who is going to be the next star that is going to bring us a championship in New York? And they figure out, oh, wait, Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns. He of CAA fame. He of Leon Rose fame. He of Kentucky fame. He of John Calipari fame. He of Dominican national team fame. All of those things conspire to bring him to New York.
So this is where my brain starts going. I'm thinking, wait a minute. Now that they get Karl Anthony Towns, who is the highest paid client on the list of CAA's coffers
in the league,
along with Devin Booker, by the way. And so the Knicks bring in Karl Anthony Towns, which gives them $128 million of salary commitments this year between Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson, and Karl Anthony Towns. Do they have the largest amount of outlays to one particular agency? And so I went to go map the entire NBA, 435 players, and figure out where those players are repped, who's their agent, who's their agency. And it comes out the Knicks do have the highest allotment to a single agency in the NBA. This Camden Connection is so strong that they have the most money dedicated to one particular agency in CAA. Number 2 on the list for the most money associated with one agency and team, Clutch Lakers.
Couldn't see that one coming. Surely there's a huge gap, and then there's number 3, right?
Actually, no. This is the most surprising finding at the Finder. This research revealed to me that there is this other agency that holds a lot of power within one single organization. You might call it influence. And Ethan Strauss has done a lot of work about CAA in New York and then Clutch with the Lakers. But there's a third team here that I didn't realize until I did this study, until I did my own research. There is a team that has 7 players on its roster, all in the same agency. And that's 2 more than any other agency team pairing. The most outside of this one single team and agency is 5. And this team has 7.
So now we're talking about head count, number of players.
7 players, totaling $103.7 million, which is a hair below the Clutch alliance with the Lakers at $103.8 million, is Denver and Excel Sports Management.
Jeff Schwartz.
Power agent. Jeff Schwartz has an incredibly star-studded client list, but you never really hear about it when we talk about Rich Paul or CAA. But Jeff Schwartz has lots of clients in the league, and some sites say is the leading agent in the business. He and Rich Paul. You want to know who he reps?
Well, I'm going to guess in Denver, if they're making almost $104 million in salary this season, and they rep 7 players. One of them has to be Nikola Jokic.
That's correct. Nikola Jokic. Also with Excel, Jamal Murray.
Okay, the top 2 players got it.
Guy who got a huge extension, a max extension with the Denver Nuggets.
Who else?
DeAndre Jordan.
Oh.
He's still in the NBA.
Thank you, Jeff Schwartz.
Dario Saric.
Oh.
Also still in the NBA.
New one. He was in Golden State last year. Now he's a Denver Nugget.
Peyton Watson, draft pick a couple years ago.
UCLA.
Vlatko Konchar.
Oh, he didn't go to UCLA.
No, he's boys with Jokic.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's totally random that they have the same agent or agency.
Sure. Right.
There's one, Maze, do you know what I'm thinking of here?
Is it another new addition?
Yeah.
Is it an old favorite that everyone told me Nikola Jokic wanted on the team? Russell Westbrook.
Whoa. Wait, don't call him that.
Yeah.
Don't call him that.
Sorry.
His kid listens to this podcast.
Russell Westbrook.
There you go. Respect his name.
That's my fault.
So you're telling me that Russell Westbrook needed a team to sign him this offseason, and it just so happened to be the Denver Nuggets?
That has all the other Excel clients, yeah. Could be a coincidence, guys.
Could be.
There are no mistakes, no coincidences.
Okay, so Denver has the 3rd most salary committed to one agency across the most number of players. It's 7 players on a, 18-man roster? But really, we're talking about 15-man roster because no one cares about two ways.
Mm-hmm.
Half the Nuggets playoff roster is rep by one agency.
Jeff Schwartz, man. He's got it.
And he flies under the radar. He's skating by. So are these the only 3 teams when you talk about the Nuggets, the Lakers, and the Knicks? They're all rep by one place and all the money's going to one place. Everyone else is pretty diverse, no?
Oh, no, there's others. Boston with Lucian Agency, they have 4 players. No other team has more than 2. Most teams don't have a single client with Lucian. But the Boston Celtics have $91 million committed with Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, Sam Hauser. Got a big, nice extension this offseason. And then you have a bunch of other CAA tentacles around the league. Washington, $88 million. Indiana CAA as well.
How many players?
4 players.
4 players in Indiana, 4 players from Washington. I'm looking at your spreadsheet now. This is all over the league. Got a bunch of CAA teams here. Philly, Phoenix, New Orleans. Oh, CAA is dominating. Priority. Who are these people? They've got 4 in Phoenix alone.
Dallas doesn't have any priority. Golden State, no priority. Houston, Lakers, OKC, Orlando.
Why does Phoenix have so many priority people?
It's Mark Bartlestein's agency.
Oh, that's who priority is. It's Mark Bartlestein. I've known him as a longtime agent, but the name Bartlestein, I feel like I've heard it a lot.
Bartlestein, Sons Bartlestein.
Is Josh Bartlestein president of the Suns? Also, son of the president of Priority Sports, Mark Bartlestein?
Yep. And what was Mark Bartlestein's number 1 client that got a no trade clause in Washington?
No, I know that one. That's Bradley Beal.
Oh, wait.
The Beal deal.
You're telling me that out of nowhere, the Phoenix Suns trade for Bradley Beal, puts that no trade clause to the side. When did that happen?
It happened 2023 offseason, which was shortly after the Suns hired Josh Bartlestein to be their president. Ladies and gentlemen, are we witnessing the Camden Connection playbook being lifted by Priority Sports?
Wow.
Are there any other father-son connections that I should be looking out for?
Deuce Tatum, keep your third eye open.
By the way, who's Jalen Brunson represented by? Not Leon anymore. Who reps him?
Wow, this is a coincidence. Sam Rose.
Sam Rose? R-O-S-E?
R-O-S-E, not Sam Tulip. It's Sam Rose. Is he related to Derek? Hold on.
No, he's white. Sam Rose is white. Derek is black. Is there any other connection? Jalen? No, Jalen's black too.
Is there a Camden connection?
Leon? Leon Rose? Is Sam Rose's dad? All right. Here we go. To recap for everybody. Leon Rose is Sam Rose's dad. Sam Rose reps Jalen Brunson, whose dad, Rick Brunson, works for Leon Rose. Meanwhile, Josh Bartlestein is the son of Mark Bartlestein. Josh Bartlestein is also the president of the Suns. Mark Bartlestein represented Bradley Beal, who got a no-trade clause in Washington, thus effectively allowing him to veto any trade other than the one where Josh Bartlestein was at. All right, that's 2. There's another one out there that I'm forgetting.
Ronaldinho?
No, that's not nepotism.
Who's Ronaldinho signed with?
Clutch Sports.
One of the 4.
That's just because he's a great prospect. And my man, Rich Paul, was going to go out and get the talent. He didn't even look who the parents were. He didn't look it up. When he went to that kid's house, the address came up on his Google Maps. He didn't even realize it.
That's why a second-round pick got a 4-year, $7.9 million deal, fully guaranteed?
Merits.
Because of his talent?
All right, guys. We've established that these agencies have strangleholds on organizations across the league. Money, number of players, like it or not, this influences. I'm not saying it dictates. I'm not saying it makes things happen. It's one thing if, hey, I rep your best player. You've got to listen to our wishes. All right. It's another thing was like, hey, I rep half your roster. Or, hey, I represent all your best players. You have to listen. That's a difference there. So the next question becomes, based on all that, is there anybody out there who's unencumbered, who does not have to deal with these pressures, or maybe I should say deals with these pressures less than the Knicks, the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Suns, etc.?
The Clippers, they don't have more than 2 players at any agency. And as far as I can tell, there's only a couple other teams that have that distinction. Wow, the Clippers are untethered.
The Clippers have 1 player who's a CAA player, 1 player who's an Excel player, 1 player who's a clutch player, 2 priority, 1 at Wasserman, 1 at WME, formerly known as BDA Sports, 1 at Lyft, which I believe that's Mike Miller and Tracy McGrady's agency.
They have an entire roster, and it's diverse.
Heterogeneous is what it's called.
And then also we have the Charlotte Hornets.
How about that? Now they've got a couple of deuces here. They've got 2 at CAA, 2 at Excel, 2 at Clutch, 1 at Priority, 1 at Wasserman, 2 at WME, and then 1 at ComSport. All right. It's balanced at least. But then you look at the money and you see that a lot of the money is going to Clutch.
It's okay. We've got heterogeneuses in LA, the Clippers, the Hornets, and interesting here, the Golden State Warriors.
1 at CAA, 1 at Excel, 2 at Clutch, 2 at Wasserman, 1 at WME, 1 at Lyft, 1 at Octagon. Hey, that 1 at Octagon seems to be making a shit ton of money. Who's he?
Oh, nothing to see here. Jeff Austin, he reps Stephen Curry, but has only 1 other client, and it's... Wait a minute. Did you guys see that news story from Sam Amick?
I did not.
Giannis Antetokounmpo was basically telling everyone, hey, if you don't do your job, you might get traded here. You might get traded. Jeff Austin only reps 2 players in the league. One is Steph, and the other is Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is really strange.
Are we looking for an Octagon solution, perhaps to somebody's less than championship start to a season?
Level Octagon.
Level Octagon.
Truth revealed.
Wow.
This episode is brought to you by Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty believes your body is brilliant, naturally designed to thrive, inside and out. For those always looking for new ways to support your health from head to heels, Nature's Bounty has a range of over 400 vitamins and supplements born from 50 years of trust and care. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature. Visit naturesbounty.com to learn more.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Through the Starbucks College Achievement Plan, full and part-time Starbucks baristas receive 100% upfront college tuition coverage so they can focus on achieving their dreams, not how they'll pay for school. And those dreams might start with a degree in management, biochemistry, or any of the more than 150 offered. At Starbucks, benefits like college tuition coverage are just the start. Learn more at starbucks.com/partners.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Unlock over $3,500 in business and travel value annually with statement credits on select purchases from brands like Dell, Hilton, and Adobe, and other benefits. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Based on total potential value of statement credits on select purchases and other benefits. Enrollments required. Monthly and other limits and terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
You all think I'm licked. Well, I'm not licked. And I'm going to stay right here and fight for this lost cause. Even if this room gets filled with lies like these. And the Taylors and all their armies come marching into this place. Somebody will listen to me.
There's no better way to overpower a trickle of doubt than with a flood of naked truth.
But the complexity and the gray lie not in the truth, but what you do with the truth once you have it.
What is true and right is true and right for all.
You and I both know that that's just not the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
Too messy. Keeps them up nights.
I'm here because in the end, the truth is worth the risk.
Speak a little truth and people lose their minds.
I'm a grown man, you can tell me the truth.
Why is it people who want the truth never believe it when they hear it?
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something really outrageous. I'm going to tell the truth.
All right, we are bringing in executive producer of this podcast, Zach Harper. He's stepping out from behind the shadow, from looking over my shoulder.
Well, the step ladder.
Exactly. On a cherry picker lifted up to see over my shoulder.
Picker.
To debunk this WNBA Finals conspiracy. It's basketball Illuminati after all. We don't just focus on the conspiracies in the NBA. Anytime the third eye is alerted to some foul play, we have to comment on it. And so, Zach, can you explain to the listener what happened in Game 5 of the WNBA Finals?
Yeah, in layman's terms, like the simplest form, the league rigged it for the New York Liberty to end up with the championship. Allegedly.
Whoa, those are heavy allegations there, sir.
I mean, look at the evidence.
Show me the evidence.
One, just look at any officiating throughout the entire series. Nafisa Collier had to get absolutely murdered just to get the thought of a whistle being blown. Breathe on Breanna Stewart. You're going to the line. You're good.
So there was a murder and a murder weapon.
Multiple.
And the referees said, should I give her a foul call? That was the threshold just for that thought.
The referee said, now I've got who did it, and I've got the weapon, and I've got where it happened. I just don't know if I'm ready to end this game a clue, so I'm not going to make an accusation. I'm going to roll the dice.
And then meanwhile, someone said, I got Breanna Stewart, and that breath alone.
You're going to the line.
We've got our ground rules. All right. What other evidence do you have to submit?
The final sequence of Game 5 regulation.
The final sequence or the penultimate sequence?
It's all tied together. The last defensive sequence, I should say.
Okay, there you go.
Because the Liberty, even in being given this, didn't know to call a timeout with 1.4 seconds left and the ball once they got a rebound. That's how unprepared they were to have to try to win this series because they knew. One of the most blatant travels. Some people thought 2 travels.
Semi-pro edition.
We went full Matt Walsh referee in semi-pro. 1 travel. No, 2 travels. Because some of these basketball leagues are different. Can you run with a basketball in the WNBA?
You cannot, no.
Oh, okay. Well, Breanna Stewart did it. She runs with the basketball to Alana Smith, doesn't get fouled. This is how bad it was, right? I'm about to call somebody out. I'm trying to be fair. I'm going to call another media member. I think he's a fantastic broadcaster. I think he does a great job. National broadcasts, local broadcasts. I think Ryan Rucco is really good.
Oh, I thought you were going to say George Sedano.
He's fine.
Sorry, George. You're not excellent at broadcasting, according to Zach Harper.
No, you're fine. No, you're good. Ryan Rucco was very pro-Liberty. He wanted the Liberty win. It's a better moment.
And what makes you say that? Ryan Rucco works for ESPN, does national games, does the WNBA Finals all the time, does the collegiate finals as well.
Who else does he work for?
The Yankees. Oh, congratulations, Ryan Rucco. You might be getting a ring.
That's right, yeah. That'd be amazing. What else does he work for? Yes Network?
Yes, Network, yeah.
Doing Brooklyn broadcasts, right?
Yes, he fills in when Iron Eagle is not there. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Who owns the Brooklyn Nets?
I believe it's Joe and Clara Tsai.
Okay. Who owns the Liberty? James Dolan, right? Because it's New York and it's the Knicks tie-in and everything.
No,
he doesn't own the Liberty? Oh.
Because they don't play at Madison Square Garden anymore. I had this conversation in my group chat.
Right.
Why aren't they playing at the Garden? I said, well, they don't play at the Garden because Jim Dolan doesn't own them anymore. He sold them, but they still play in New York. They play at the Barclays Center. That's right.
And they just probably rent that out from the owners of the Nets, right?
No, I think they're actually owned by the same people who own the Barclays Center.
Oh.
Do the people who own the Barclays Center, are they the people who own the Nets?
Joe and Claire Tsai? Yeah. So they own the Nets, Barclays Center and the Liberty. Okay.
They own the Liberty too.
And Ryan Rucco.
Oh, interesting. And Ryan Rucco did a really good job with the broadcast, but he was very pro-Liberty.
I'm going to stick up for Ryan Rucco here, and I'm going to say when Mike Breen calls a Knicks playoff game, Mike Breen is employed by Madison Square Garden also on the side, right?
Sure, yeah.
But also Mike Breen calling with Doris Burke. Doris Burke not really tied to the Knicks, so you get a little balance in the broadcast. Could it not be that Ryan Rucco, who's calling the game with a color analyst who provide some of that balance?
Rebecca Lobo,
there you go. Maybe she provides that balance. Where did she play when she played in the WNBA?
I think she played for the Liberty.
Okay, maybe you're on something.
And again, I think Ryan Rucco does a fantastic job, but it was very pro-Liberty. The Liberty would do something New Year's Eve celebration. The Lynx would do something, and that's a good bucket by Nafis Collier. Yeah, that was the tone.
But Zach, Ryan Rucco doesn't control the game. He's announcing it.
Correct. No, I'm not using him as a control aspect of this series, but it's to punctuate this point. As the quote unquote foul on Alana Smith happened, even Ryan Rucco on the first replay was like, "Ooh, I don't think there's anything there." He, very pro-Liberty, was like, "Yeah, there's nothing there. This is getting overturned. This is Lynx ball, or they'll have to do a jump ball because there was no clear possession after, all the madness, whatever." And the referee, who I would love his bank information the last week.
Okay.
Would love that.
Relax.
Comes out there and gives out an absolute horrendous explanation for why that foul stands. There's no contact on the wrist. There's no contact on the forearm. There's no got her hand, and yes, hand is part of the ball, but not in this case. That would all be fine. If you want to interpret it that way, I still think it's a wrong call. He says not in legal guarding position. Look to everybody else in the basketball world that there was legal guarding position. And you saw an escalation of tweets from LeBron James to Damian Lillard to Isaiah Thomas.
Which one?
Not the Hall of Famer. IT2.
Okay.
LeBron, come on. That's not a foul. Don't let that decide. Let the players decide, right? Yeah, that's spirit of basketball, spirit of competition. Damian Lillard says something to the effect of, yeah, these refs knew the assignment in the second half. Okay, that's hinting at something. Isaiah Thomas, yeah, this is rigged.
It's a conspiracy.
This escalation of tweets from these three players is more evidence that the world was watching this be ripped away from the greatest franchise in WNBA history, the Minnesota Lynx. Unquestioned best franchise. They were going for their record 5th WNBA title. And it's not all those first 4 years ones, no offense to the Comets, but you had to win a game. A game. One. The finals was best of 1. All right. Anything can happen. You got to win a best of 2, best of 3, best of 5. You extend that series, you get a real champion.
Best of 2 will be fun. We should do best of 2s.
Best of 2, yeah. You win the first game, then you just got to win a half. That's actually not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
Halftime, game over.
NBA
series
over. Then, all right, that BS call happens. Granted, let's be fair to this. Kayla McBride hits that wide open three-pointer. The league would have had to get very creative on how to get that game to overtime. I think they could have found a way, but the league would have had to get very creative. Kayla McBride hits that 3. We're not even talking about this.
Or Kayla McBride realizes she got a shit ton of time on the clock and just fucking drive that wide open lane in front of you.
No, wide open. She's a great shooter. She was feeling it. No, that's a great shot.
Dude.
That's a great shot. If you take that drive, you got Jonquel Jones closing.
No.
You now have space being eliminated. No one's in position.
Everybody's watching Nafisa Collier.
She had a wide open 3. You take that 3 every time. Probably should have stepped back.
Exactly.
Make it a more difficult shot.
There it is. All right.
If anything, go away from the basket. The whistle in the overtime was BS. It wasn't as blatant as that, but Fee was posting pictures of her getting absolutely mauled on the court. These were all plays that were not called fouls. And this is a WNBA where they allow physical play. It's a great part of it, right? And if you're going to call it both ways, it's fine. But again, free throw disparity, and free throws aren't guaranteed to be the same amount of attempts for each team. But there was a pattern in this series. Complaint after the last game. Next game, the referees are just too cowardly to call it the right way. They're going to favor that team because they have no spines. That referee, I want his bank account and I want an x-ray. I need to see if he's got a spine. I don't think he does. Then, all right, whatever. You don't want to believe in any of that? That's fine.
Right.
People just being salty? That's fine.
Circumstantial, some might say. Especially given that they had a chance to win.
Had a chance to win.
At the end of regulation, and they had a chance to win in overtime.
You still controlled your own fate. I'm fine with that. I do ultimately believe you play better, you probably win. Not only did Big Nike, Big Check, have all this Interesting. New York Liberty wins stuff ready.
Oh, they always have those ready.
I'd like to see the Lynx marketing for if they win. That's what I'd like to see. I saw Puma come out with stuff for Breonna Stewart. I saw Nike come out with Sabrina Ionescu and the Liberty. I'm sorry, the Statue of Liberty with the ring. Save it. Dumb celebration. Okay. Where are all of our gold medals around the neck of the Statue of Liberty? That's what I want to know.
Well, the New York Liberty didn't win the gold medal.
But America did.
Oh.
And Statue of Liberty is America.
Oh, but in this case, it's New York.
All right. You don't want to blame Nike? Sure. Nike probably had something for the Lynx. They had a lot of stuff for the Liberty. Almost like they knew it was going to happen. The damn commissioner of the league is wearing the skyline of New York City dress on the court. This isn't quick change.
R.I.P. quick change.
As my friend Brennan from Minneapolis said, if she was planning on coming out wrapped in lutefisk if we won, then I'm fine with it, but this doesn't seem fair.
Now, Zach, I know what lutefisk is, but can you explain to the listener?
It is a disgusting fermented fish that people in Minnesota, because of, I don't know, Nordic ties, it's a thing in parts of Minneapolis.
And lynx love it.
The lynx love it.
Like a cat. Cans of lutefisk.
Yeah, a cat loves lutefisk. Absolutely.
Huh.
It couldn't have been more obvious that this commissioner was ready to celebrate one outcome.
Interesting.
Don't tell me the dress was because that's where the game was. No, that dress was for what she knew to be the champion.
The dress was a horrific choice. Imagine Adam Silver coming out with like a Lakers logo tie. Or David Stern, I guess, would be the one with the Lakers logo tie. Adam Silver had what, like Warriors? The Bay Bridge on it?
Adam Silver would have absolutely done the split. One team on one side, one team on the other. He wouldn't take a side.
Eric Adams style.
Yeah, exactly. How deep does this go? Kathy Engelbert have ties to the mayor? Who knows? Where are the WNBA offices? Are they in New York?
They are in New York, yes.
That's interesting. City of corruption right now. The city that never stops corrupting is what they call it.
Was she wearing the dress the whole game?
I don't know, because she was sitting down, so I didn't get a good look of it on TV.
I thought we got a quick change joke coming for the second part right there. It's like, ha. If the Lynx had won, ha.
I'm going to assume she was. When would she have had time to change that dress? This is so egregious.
It is the only thing that you have said that has made me wonder, why the hell did she wear that dress?
Because she knew.
I'm just thinking it starts with whoever she lives with, whatever significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm thinking about wearing this tonight in the deciding game.
You know what I mean? Trying to be careful there.
Yep. The person she lived with. Also, you can get that dress anywhere, right? You can buy it at any boutique.
I'm going to go on the limb and say it's custom.
So you have to think well in advance that you're going to purchase that dress.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even decide to wear it, you have to decide that you're going to purchase it for a reason.
Look, there is a part of it where it makes sense. This is how you become a league.
That's what I was going to say.
This is how you become a national product, is you have controversy, you have conspiracy.
Yes.
The NBA in the 80s, yes, you had Magic Bird. Yes, you had Michael Jordan coming in, but you had the frozen envelope.
It was heated up, actually.
Patrick Ewing to New York City. You want to become a big-time league? You get a big-time moment in New York City. That's what they did. Cheryl Reeves said it. They stole it from him. It took them 28 years to get their first title. 28.
But Zach, I would argue 28 championships before. Has there ever been a conspiracy theory in any of them?
The eyes were not on the league in that way, unfortunately. It's a great product. You know I'm an ally.
I'm just saying, for the smaller numbers of people who were paying attention in the past.
Not a big enough audience.
No, I feel like welcome to the show. This is it now.
Now they're in it. Yes, absolutely.
Now you're in it.
Congratulations. This is the biggest season in WNBA history.
Mm-hmm.
They've been building towards this. Caitlin Clark causes you mutation in the eyeballs that are on the league. It's all great. It's all positive, but they needed their ending to it. Not an ending to it, their ending to it. And it's look at New York. Before Sabrina Ionescu gets shipped off to the Valkyrie.
Are you reporting something?
I don't know. I have people in group chats saying it.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if it's true. None of them are connected.
How about that, huh?
I have confirmation that she was wearing the dress the entire game.
There it is.
Say yes, network, to the dress. Go Liberty.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
You show me where it isn't rigged. Show me where it isn't rigged. I'm open to it. I'm not, but I'm open to it. I know what I saw. I feel like Aisha Curry in 2016. I will not stay silent about this. You guys think it's on the up and up? This is basketball Illuminati. Your third eyes are supposed to be open. You think this is fine? You think this result is good? You think this result is pure?
No, Zach, you've presented a preponderance of evidence.
There's zero evidence against what I'm saying.
Not a whole lot.
The broadcast partner wanted it. The league wanted it. The Lynx never had a chance, and yet pushed them to the brink. You know why? Because that's a real organization. It's a real championship. And in my book, And in everyone else's book, they should have 5.
There you have it. The executive producer of Basketball Illuminati has spoken.
Hashtag fee unit. It's like G unit, but fee unit.
Yeah.
For Nafisa Collier.
Yeah.
Fee unit. Maybe I should have said fee unit.
Yeah, I think we were good before you said that, but that's just me.
Nah, keep all this in. This is not petering out at all.
You're the executive producer. Your say goes.
Yeah, this has got to stay in.
Fee unit.
No, you got to hit that U. Fee unit.
God damn it.